Dr. Lavins told me that based on the experience with India and Pakistan, where each country claimed it was only pursuing nuclear power for peaceful electrical purposes, and then violated the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and promptly built bombs, and based on catastrophic meltdowns that have plagued the US, Russia, and Japan, to say nothing of the potential for terrorists to build dirty bombs from pilfered nuclear waste, there is no way to make atomic power a safe alternative to fossil fuels. And when you find respected scientists like the otherwise laudable Gaia Theory originator James Lovelock championing nuclear power as a way out of climate change, you have to read the assumptions his model is based on and ask yourself if you agree with them. For example, Lovelock is quite clear in stating that he prefers nuclear energy to other climate solutions because he believes that although radiation causes cancer and mutations, an increased mutation rate can actually lead to faster evolution. And he believes that the more possibilities there are, the more mutant phenotypes for natural selection to work on, the quicker Gaia can weed out maladapted phenotypes and establish a new normal. Keeping anthropogenic carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere apparently is too much for Gaia to regulate, and he doesn't seem to think governments should be regulating anything. Certainly not economic growth. So massive atomic power plants are the way to go for him. To me, of course, the bald-faced eugenics of this solution are completely disturbing. Lovelock's argument, coming from a wealthy, extremely well-educated and successful white British male, smacks of privilege, as all arguments for a Darwinian solution do. They're great if you're able to adapt, but it sucks if you're one of the losers in the genetic lottery. And it smacks of what I call the Northeast blinkered bias, meaning that policies recommended by or made by political actors in the Northeast are constrained by their experience and fail to take into account the climatic realities of other regions. Prominent figures in London, New York, Tokyo, Seoul, or Chicago, the centers of the stock exchanges that rule the planet's finances, determine that a given energy solution isn't feasible for foggy London town or cloudy, crowded, skyscraper-ridden New York, and conclude, therefore, that it won't work for anybody else. I remember this as a high school student writing those papers after returning to New York from the sunny Caribbean and the sunshine state of Florida. President Jimmy Carter had responded to the 3 Mile Island nuclear accident and the Iranian oil embargo by putting solar hot water panels on the White House. The articles I read, and my high school teachers, were absolutely certain that this was a futile and economically unfeasible political stunt because solar energy could never supply all our energy needs, given how few sunny days there were and how hard it supposedly was to store solar energy overnight, to say nothing of storing heat during the cold, dark winters.